Hi guys, and welcome to the Lorraine 40T medium tank guide. Today I'm just going to be showing you a little bit of combat and some tactics that a lot of people miss because they assume that the Lorraine is just another French medium tank, which it really isn't. So yeah, at the beginning of every battle, check your opponents, check kind of who you have in your team, because the Lorraine is a support tank. It's a sniper. It's really not a one-on-one tank. It's really not a scout. It's something you help out your own team. You can't really do much by yourself, but you have to help out your team. I kind of crashed into some people at the start here, but I'll get into some combat now. Alright, so on a map like this, you want to be somewhere in a good sniping position. So I know it's kind of cliche as a sniping position, but up here on the hill is perfect. You want to put yourself behind a rock or something, because in case something like that happens, you get randomly spotted somehow, you don't want to get shot at. So the rock covered those shots. You just wait until you know that you're not spotted anymore, and then you move back out. Of course, you want to find a bush, and you want to have camo on your tank. As you notice, I have camo on my tank. It's very cheap. You don't have to buy it with gold. Just buy it for 7 days. It's only a couple of thousand. It's easy. And then start sniping. So if you notice, I've got binocs on my tank. Very useful with the Lorraine because it is a sniper. So I just set up here and start sniping. I get one hit on that T69, fire another one, track him, fire a third, and I think I hit him as well. We'll see the damage score at the end, but I'm fairly sure I hit him again. And then someone else gets a hill. So that's good. From here, I can spot all the way over to that ridge. I can't quite spot onto that ridge, so unless they push down off that ridge, I won't be able to see them, but I'll be able to snipe anyone. If you saw a shell just landed on the other side of the rock, which means they don't know where I am, they can't see me. So I'm safe where I am. This prototype doesn't have any armor on him, doesn't have any camo on him, so I want to watch out that he doesn't get spotted and then they hit me shooting at him. But yeah, basically with the Lorraine, find a spot, set up camp, and use your auto-loader to your advantage. Always look for targets you can hit. So for instance, don't be afraid to move. I take a shot at that VK and miss the first one, then I pick up one, and I don't fire another one, because he's behind cover, but I hit the C button to reload, and I always put down that reload thing in the bottom left-hand corner. Always tell your team when you're reloading. The entire strength of it in this tank is in the autoloader. So as soon as you start reloading, you want to tell your team you're reloading so they know. As I said before, this tank helps out your team. I'm going to fast forward to some more combat. So yeah. Constant relocation is key with this tank. It has no armor, but it is extremely fast. It'll do 60 kilometers an hour easy. It'll beat tier 5 scouts. It goes as fast as any light scout tank you'll find out there. Plus its gun. So you want to be constantly relocating, and you want to be flanking your opponents, not actively, but snipingly. So you want to, for instance, on that hill was good for a bit, then I realized everyone was just kind of sitting around, so I want to get a side angle on some opponents. So I've moved up to here. As you noticed again, I've positioned myself behind a bush, and I'm trying to get at these people going up this hill. I see this IS here. I consider taking a shot, but I don't want to give away my position on a shot that I might miss. And even if I get the first hit, he'll just back up behind the hill, then they'll know I'm there, and then I won't be able to unload the rest of my autoloader. So you want to watch out for that, and you want to wait for an opportunity when they're out in the open, and you can put a good 5-6 shots into them. So for instance, I see this IS is up there, and I decide to take a shot, do some damage, because he's not looking my way and he's behind the tree. So even though I took a shot, he still doesn't know exactly where I am. I'm not spotted, so I'm still safe, and I've got the damage. He pops up again. I hit him once and track him. Pop another one into him and pick up the kill. So I put 3 shots into him. That's a good, each time you do around 300 damage, so that's a good 900 damage. Right there, get a kill, haven't taken any damage. He's knocked out. I decide just to move back a little bit, move around, because there's no other targets over there. So I start searching for more targets. I'm fairly certain that I'm safe over up on the left-hand side from the ridge, but then I see this issue 152 coming down. So I check to see what he's doing. I see that he's moving up, and then suddenly he disappears, and I start to freak out. Because I know he's moving up to take a shot, but I can't see him. Then suddenly he appears, and I'm kind of screwed. I'm really hoping he's not going to shoot at me, because an issue 152 can do a good 1,000 damage to me, especially with no armor. He doesn't take the shot, so I just sit back and wait for him to come up. I've only got 2 shells left, but I'll put both of them into him and pick up another 600 damage. 1 and 2. Then I back up, hit the reload key, and I let my team do the rest. They don't pick up the kill yet, but we do pick up the kill later. I'm just waiting here right now, letting my gun reload, chilling in the bushes. I decide I want to keep him lit, so I set up in these bushes here, push just far enough into them that I can see forward, and then stop to set up my binocs. Now I can see to there with my binocs. If he appears, I will light him up. From here you can see I'm completely covered in the bushes, so no one can see me, and I'm just waiting to snipe him if he reappears. My autoloader is now back up. I check the map. I ping to make sure that E75 knows he's there, and then I wait to see what happens. You need to keep a track of where all your opponents are. So for instance, we know that those people are over there on that hill, we know the rest of their tank destroyers are on that hill because they haven't been spotted anywhere else, and we know this issue is over here. I decide to push forward and across the hill to attack the ISU, so I'll fast forward to that. Alright, so the E75 has all of his attention over there. He has no idea I'm here, so I flank him. I push round to the side, pop out, there he is. Get one shot into him, fire a second one, unlucky shot, bounces off him. Actually, I get a critical hit, I think I damage his gun or take out a crew member. Fire another one, and miss again. Decide to back off because I know that those 2 tank destroyers, or 3 or whatever they are over on that hill over there. Back up behind the rock, and plan out what I'm going to do next. That issue is pretty well covered there, the E75 can't push on him, and I know that those 2 are over there. I see now that it's a Tiger and not a tank destroyer, so I just push forward to snipe him because he's spotted and I'm in a safe position. He's half behind a building, so I decide to shoot at this Jag Panther 2 instead. I get one shot, fire a second one but it bounces, fire a third one because I think he's still there, and then pop the reload. Always fire your shots even if you're not sure if you're there, because especially in a situation like this, you have time to hit that reload and just sit here. Always remembering to tell your team that you're reloading when you do it. So I know they're sitting over there, this issue is still hitting here, and this type pushes around to kill that ISU even though that Jag Panther and the Tiger are still over there. I think he gets killed for it later, as you can see he's taking damage, but we do pick up that kill. I then move forward because I know I'm behind camouflage to try to activate my binocs and get a shot on them. I can't though because there's a tree over there. It disappears, but I still can't see anything over there even when my binocs do activate. So eventually I decide to push down through that building. Oh, there's a Jag Panther though. I fire a shot, get a critical hit but no damage. Fire another shot, bounce off him. He doesn't appear again because he's hiding behind that building because he's afraid of me. So now I'm down to 4 shots, but I do decide to push down into this building. That Type 59 gets taken out there. But always move behind cover. See how I'm pushing down at nearly 70 kilometers an hour? Very fast tank. Move from cover to cover. Stop behind this house here. Make sure to check that you're covered from all angles. Then pop out to see if you can see anything on the hill. So I wait here because I'm covered. Pop out to see if I can see anything. There's a tree. I can't see anything. This is not an advantageous position. So I decide to move around. Push around to some more cover. Keeping behind this house. And this house. And then this house. And then moving forward, I then use the cover of this house, and I'm moved considerably closer, and I have good shots on these guys almost, and I'm still covered from that house, and they have no idea where I am because I'm simply not spotted. So I could just wait here and wait for these guys to appear. They don't pop out for a while, so I'll skip forward to when I next make a move. Surprise attack from the Jag Panther 2, and this is how I respond. Pick up an easy kill. Tactics from there is don't ever rush down on an enemy Lorraine, and if you are a Lorraine, use your fast turret turn speed to take things like that out. The Jag Panther thought he had me by surprise. He didn't really even know I was there. He probably didn't spot me till I spotted him, and because he's a tank destroyer coming around the corner, I had an easy shot on him. So yeah. That was an easy kill for me, and now I don't have to worry about him on the hill, so I decide to push up and take out this tiger. Quick note, don't be afraid to change your plans. If you think that you can go up and pick up a kill, don't worry about it, see who else you can hit on the way. Don't always go for easy kills, go for helping your team and what damage you can do. I spend quite a lot of time aiming at this M103 because I don't think, well, I know the tiger's over there, but he's no threat right now. He's not hurting anyone in the team, he's just no threat at all, so I can focus all my attentions on this M103. I just finally decide to take some shots, bounce the first one, and I don't have a whole shot. Usually only aim at people's holes, don't aim at turrets. You know, be smart with your armor. I push round to see this tiger here, I get 2 shots on him, and then pop my reload and back behind the building again. We end up losing that game, which is a disappointment because we were doing so well. I managed to pick up 3,500 damage before I took a single hit, and I finished up on 4,500 damage, somewhere near there, with 2 kills. I topped my team. The M103 played extremely well, and our T28 prototype kind of noob rushed. But if you can see there, I do a lot of damage, critical hits to everything. I just do a lot of damage, and that's what the Lorraine is best at, doing lots of damage, not particularly taking hits. So yeah, with Lorraine, summary points: don't get hit, do lots of damage, relocate quickly, and snipe. Snipe, snipe, snipe. This tank is not a brawler, it's not a fast medium, it's not like the other mediums that go in and use their armor and circle enemies. It is a sniper. Use your autoloader, play smart, do lots of damage. For those of you who play League of Legends, the Lorraine is like an AD carry. It is not a tank, it is an AD carry. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Laters, guys.